Hey guys, it's Matt from idjnow with Jay here at the Pioneer booth at DJX 2023 at the Hard Rock in Atlantic City. And it is crazy, specifically here at the booth, because Jay, we have 2 brand new Pioneer products all in a week.
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
One we actually dropped here yesterday.
Yes, we'll get to that in a minute.
We'll talk about that, but the big one everyone's here on is the PLX-CRSS12.
Yes.
It's our newest turntable. It is an analog and digital hybrid turntable. And what that really means for you is, even though it has a tone arm, it has a mag bell clamp in the middle that magnetically adheres to the platter. The spindle is actually what's sending time code. So you'll see it around the booth without a needle, but it's still sending time code, and it's doing it over RCA. It's not HID. This is stronger because it's sending in pure time code through RCA back into the mixer, so the software is speaking. Amazing piece. You can take the vinyl off, put the mag bell clamp back on just a slip mat, and scratch all day long.
That's crazy.
If you've got a warped record, that magnet pulls it down enough that a lot of records unwarp, and that wobble really goes away. It also has really a set of dedicated pads on the bottom of it when you've got it in battle style. So you can do stems, hot cues, scratch bang. You can MIDI map all of those features on it. Actually has an LED screen, so you can go through check version. It has 3 adjustments for the torque setting. It also has adjustments for the torque on the top. So a lot going on when it comes to this. It's an amazing piece. You're gonna have it, I believe, in mid-September.
Yes.
Everything about it is just killing. You're gonna see it on stage later with Craze. You're gonna see it throughout the booth. Great piece.
And it's built, I believe, on the PLX-1000 platform, right?
It is. It's on that platform. It's actually a kilogram lighter than a PLX. New technology. We've maneuvered it. It's in all matte black. Everything on it's matte black. It looks crazy good. But really, as far as something to use at home for high fidelity, it's as high as many of the top end ones that are thousands of dollars for the quality of it with all the components we put into it. So listening for an audiophile, it's a great value. For a scratch DJ, it's an incredible tool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, the big surprise was yesterday with the drop of the REV5,
Yep.
which everyone's at right now. It's so busy over there. So what can you tell us about the REV5?
Well,
crazy.
it's the DDJ-REV5, and anytime you hear Rev, it's part of the Revolutionary series. So you have the REV1, the REV7, and now the REV5. All of them are laid out in battle style, and what that means is instead of the pitch fader being next to the platters, it's above them to mimic taking a turntable and turning it to battle style. So the arm is above you, which now means so is the pitch fader. So the pitch fader's on top. Coming down it, you have an auto BPM transition setup where you can pick the number of bars and it'll end up mixing into a track. It doesn't do an auto mix, but what it does do is it takes the 2 BPMs of these 2 tracks, and if one's low and one's high, it adjusts both of them at the same time. That way, when you start the mix, the transition is really smooth. It's going to be amazing for wedding and like corporate DJs to go out and start doing their own transition mixes because it'll be right on. And above that, right below that is stems. A lot of DJs in my business were using stems for grand entrances. You want a crowd to sing along, you knock out the vocals, boom, they can't believe what's going on. It's insane. It's got a full-size platter, but it's CDJ based, it's not motorized. Again, a lot of DJs that didn't come from vinyl really like the feel of a CDJ platter. They can tweak things and adjust it. They can turn vinyl off or on. So they have both options. You can still scratch with it, or you can use it strictly as a CDJ setup. Then the mixer is S style, S5, S7, S11. It's got the toggles for the effects. It's got 2 effects banks that you can pre-program in the software. It runs Serato Pro DJ, and it runs Record Box DJ. So any end user is going to love this thing.
Very cool. And when I was looking at the specs and stuff, there's a piano mode with the cue buttons?
There's the pad modes take it to another level. There's split pad mode, which means I can do hot cues on the top of the 8. So the first 4 are hot cue, bottom 4 could be sampler or roll. Then piano mode comes in where it chromatically allows you to play the note that you already have locked on a hot cue and do it in the scales of a piano in a major, minor, chromatic way. It also has pitch play where you can go in and adjust, take that note and now pitch it around. So it's going to allow DJs in a place that maybe they weren't always given the opportunity to be creative, to be incredibly creative now, because we're giving them a lot of new, fresh tools that they can take advantage of.
Everyone's getting so creative. It's insane.
We want everybody doing a 10-person event to a 10,000-seat hall to be just as creative and have all the same opportunity, and you don't have to spend $10 million to get there. It's at an incredible price point, and it's something that's lightweight as well. So some of us are getting older. We may not want to carry the heavy stuff. This is your opportunity to enjoy that. And again, idjnow will see this about mid-September along with the PLX-CRSS12.
All right, well, Jay, thank you so much.
Got it.
Appreciate it. You're
My
a busy
pleasure.
guy. We'll
I'm
let you get
trying.
back to the booth.
I'm trying.
You can pre-order these at idjnow.com right now, and we'll see you guys later.